Hello, and this is Typical Argonian, and this is an irregular mini-series. This isn't anything to do with the gaming side of the hobby, more on the modelling and painting side. What this is a progress of painting report kind of thing. Basically, a friend asked us to paint his Lychguard and Necron Overlord from the Command Barge kit, as well as a Nightbringer C'tan shard. And I've said to him I would. I'm doing it all for free, and it's only because I really like the Necron models and I've always wanted to paint a load of them, so this is going to be fun. But before this happens, I would like to show everyone my Warpsmith. As you see here, all the detail. What I particularly like is the skull here, and as you see the bone. What I've done is basically just did a little bit of, not base coating, a layer of bonish colour, can't exactly remember, then a wash of Devlin mud. Yes, I have the old Devlin mud, even though it's really dried out now. Yeah, as you see here, the skull here, or the mad head mechatendril thing here. I was debating on whether to do the tongue purple with a dry brush of skull white, or the colour as you see here, and I thought it's unusual, it looks mad, and that's what my Master of Puppets is. And I've given my Warpsmith the title of Master of Puppets because I keep listening to Metallica a lot, not like the band, although I should. I've been listening to the song Master of Puppets a long time, and I just seem to think the lyrics go alongside the Warpsmith background a lot. And that's why I've given him the Master of Puppets title. So see here, all the bronze and brass. What I really wanted to do was to add purple, purple into the exhausts here on the top, just to give it more of a haunting feel. But I think I might do that later when my painting gets better. Because I'm good, but as people have told, but I'm not there, I feel. So anyway, we'll get to the start, which are the Necron Lychguard. As you see here, all I've done here is a dry brush of the Lead Belcher base coat from the Citadel Wave. I think this is a perfect metal for Necrons. The client, as I'll show, has asked for a specific paint scheme, which is what I'm going to show you all now. This is the first Lychguard I've been painting on recently. I haven't finished painting him, and he's not focusing. He's still not focusing. Why won't he focus? There, that's brilliant. As I see that, he's requested the blues go lighter and lighter and light until like a whitish colour. As the best example I can give is the one he gave us, which was Anakia the Traveller's model from the Citadel Wave. How it's got the blue blade, and he wants us, instead of all the ectoplasm, I can only call it green, he wants it all blue. And I've been doing this here, and I'm proud of this actually. I'm very I'm just trying to get it to focus, it's a bit annoying. There we go. That's brilliant. This is the first time I've done any type of like highlighting here, to be fair. And I'm pretty happy with it, to be fair. It's just going across nicely, it's nothing too much. It's not going to look bad. It looks quite nice, and I'm happy with the result on that. He wants all these bits bronze. He wants the headpieces bronze. He wants the centre here blue, with blue, as I've put blue dots in the centre, but it's really dark blue, because it goes from dark to lighter to lighter to lighter to really light turquoise to a white. And that is the Lychguard so far. There's one other Lychguard with only headpiece done, as we see there. Can't really do much about that. well, at the moment, because I've been busy on him. This is the Necron Overlord. His Overlord, and I know how, to be fair, a HQ or a Warlord is what it's always going to be about for me in any game, because I like the idea of the HQ is you on the battlefield, so I really wanted to push myself with this guy. He's 1/4 of the way through. As we see here with the chest piece, I went from dark blue to a lighter blue to a very bright turquoise. In fact, game's colour electric blue. That's what it's called. And then I went for a skull white highlight on the chest, and I think it's went nice. And on inside the grills, as we see, I've done dark blue, and then I've done, I know it looks like a base coat, and I've tried not to, but it looks okay, of electric blue. The war scythe is being currently painted. As you see there, I've just added a basic highlight of electric blue, and the other blue was basically, it was game colours, and it's the same what I've been doing on the chest piece as well. It is basically imperial blue for a base coat, and then a heavy dry brush of this one, and I know you can't see it too much, but if you look at it up close, you can see it. And then what I'm going to add is a light / medium dry brush of electric blue. Then we'll get into like a really sort of mid dry brush, mid base coat of electric blue, and then we add a heavy dry brush of skull white in the middle. I'm really happy with how the chest piece has performed. He wants all the resurrection orbs to be like the one on his surfboard lord, which I'll show you in a minute. The copper on the back, you want the copper, but you want the centerpiece here gold, in which case I'm going to have to wait till the weekend so I can buy some black paint and some gold paint. On a side note, I am really enjoying Game Colours paints. They're nothing too much of hassle, yet they are really quite effective if you use them right. Here's the surfboard lord. Now, when I got it, the paint was scratching off, let's just say. So, for the client, or my friend, I've given him a new, fresh start, let's just say. For example, the red, you could see the black coming through. With this one, I've basically put layers upon layers upon layers of red. He is going to get finished off. What I'm going to do is the same for the grills, what I've done for the Overlord. And this is how he wants his resurrection orb. Basically, it's a blue with it's basically like the electric blue with the Citadel base coat called Kildor Sky. I can't really pronounce it, sorry. Kildor Sky. As far as I know, I've also given it a heavy dry brush of the Lead Belcher metal because it was very bright before, and he wants these exhaust pipes to be kept the same because he liked the aged feel, so it looked a bit too bright. On the underneath, however, I know I've went a bit over, but I'll easily paint over that red. And he wants red eyes like a proper Terminator feel, T800 style. T800 style. On a side note, before we leave, because I've got my War Machine models out, I may as well show you my Signar. We'll start off with my Warcaster, Striker. It's been a long time since I've painted any War Machine, but I remember painting him and I really enjoyed it. He has been far one of a very interesting model to paint, but not just interesting, he's been very enjoyable. Well, he was very enjoyable to paint. I particularly like the effect on his eyes that I've done, but that's just me. The second one, which will be the Light Warjacks, which are the Charger, as you see here. I'm trying to get it to focus, sorry. Hey. Right, let's see here. Basically, I've went for a rusted feel for all the really metallic plates. So I basically dry brushed a very old orange that Games Workshop used to have on the rivets and irons, which I feel have went quite well. We also have the second one, which is here, which is the Lancer. I know I'm not talking much, or if I am, I'm very stuttering, which I must apologise. It's very late, and I'm tired. But there we go. Yeah, I don't mind the yellow, it's just I can't paint yellow, it's a very hassle when you've got Games Workshop paints, and we all know how thin their yellows are. Rusted feels... Got the spear. You can't really see it. I can't really point it because the light's coming from this side. So there we go. As I say, I've added turquoise for the rivets to make it look like it's glowing. And now we shall go for the heavy warjacks. This one, which is the Ironclad, or as I like to call him, the Iron Man Clad. Just imagine him stomping around the battlefield with the Black Sabbath Iron Man in the background. And that's why I gave him the nickname. I like the highlights that I've done for the eyes, for the pupils. I think I'm proud of that. The blue I'm happy with, because it was just basically... it was a blue, it was ultramarine blue, and then a heavy dry brush of Game Colours Electric Blue. I know I use old Games Workshop paints. That's the Iron Man Clad for you. If he focuses, yeah, and that's the Iron Man Clad. And the second heavy warjack that I have is my Stormclad. Well, you don't get... Oh, that's nicely focused. Yes, this is the old model. Well, it's the only model, but because I've heard Privateer Press are resculpting all the Signar models, I'm waiting. I'm not buying any more War Machine until I see all of them resculpted. I know that might take a while, but still, it's pointless me buying metal models when I can ease the paint job for myself. I particularly like the sword here. I like the highlight of Skull White that I've done here. I've added yellow, steel for the shield, although I was very tempted to paint it as Captain America's shield, just because it was tempting. Grey for all the shoulder pads, as we see. Rusted feel effects, and yeah. And I do have one more piece, but it's not painted yet, which is me Captain Adept Gun Mage. I haven't painted... As you see, he's not finished yet, and he doesn't have his hand, so he's called Stumpy. Well, not Stumpy, but, what do I call him? Quick Shot Silverbolt. That's what I called him. Quick Shot Silverbolt. But as I see, he's halfway there. He's just got to have some, more paint to him. That's all I can really say. And that was it. That is it. So I hope you enjoyed this not battle report, this painting progress report. Next time there'll be more detail on the Lychguard and Overlord. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like my videos, please subscribe and give it a like. Thank you for watching. This is Typical Argonian signing out.